Hey all! Today for primer I'm using the Josie Maran Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. That is a mouthful. And you'll see me talking here and throughout the video because this was supposed to be a talk through, but I was having major technical difficulties, so it ended up being a voiceover, so I hope y'all don't mind. For foundation, I was trying out the Hourglass foundation stick again, and I ended up taking it back because it creased on me and it just didn't wow me. Today for my beauty sponge, I'm using the new one by Morphe. I got it in my monthly subscription. I'll link that down below if you want to check that out. I'm still trying to decide if I like it or not. It's pretty big and I'm so used to my Real Techniques, but this was the first time I was using it, so I'm going to give it another try. And y'all can probably guess what concealer I'm using. I am using Shape Tape by Tarte. I'm going to try not to use as many Tarte products this video, but I do have to use this and of course my Tarte Lash Paint. Now I'm going back with the Morphe sponge to blend in my concealer, and when I get the inner corners, that's when it's kind of hard to use, so I kind of have to press it together. So that's why I'm still deciding if I like it or not, but like I said before, I am going to give it another try. I'm using the RCMA No Color Powder to set underneath my eyes, and I'm also going to use that to set the rest of my face. I probably need to give this bronzer a break too, but this is the NARS Laguna bronzer and I am using it to do my usual natural contour. Since this is a more glamorous look, I am going to carve out my contour, but I'm not going to bake it, just carve it out and clean it up a little bit. If I have a lot going on with my eyes, I like to do a more neutral blush, and I'm using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill face palette and using the blush Amaretto. And since I had that palette out, I'm going to go ahead and use the Prosecco Pop and Champagne Pop for my highlighter and just pile it on. For brows, I'm going to do what I have been doing here lately, and I learned it from the Benefit Snapchat. I'm first filling my brows in with the Anastasia Brow Definer. I've been using this a lot recently, and I'm just going to leave the front of my brow bare and then go in with the Benefit Gimme Brow and just put that in the front of my brow to give a more natural look. For shadow, I'm going to start off by using the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA palette. This is so pretty. I love it. And I'm starting off with a shade Sora, I think it's called, and putting this in my crease and blending it up. And I'm just going to keep doing this until it's nice and blended and as dark as I want. Next, I'm using the beautiful cranberry shade that's in this palette as well, and it's called Mars, and I'm just putting this in the crease and blending it up just a little bit. And here I'm just going back in with the RCMA No Color Powder just to clean up a little bit. I'm also going to put quite a bit underneath my eyes to catch the fallout since I'm using loose pigments. Here I'm using a matte white shadow for my base, but I recommend using a concealer. It will carve out your lid more and it will also make your pigment stay better. So I am using two different pigments for this look, and the first one I'm starting off with is by Bella Pierre Cosmetics. I believe is how you pronounce it. You know I can't pronounce things, so I will list everything down below as usual. I wanted it to have more glitter, so now I'm going in with a MAC pigment in the shade Frost. And FYI, this got everywhere, so you'll see me going back and forth with that cranberry shade to try and get rid of some of the excess glitter. Now I'm going in with a black eyeliner pencil to line my waterline, and then I'm going to use that same cranberry color Mars for my lower lash line. Now I'm using the shade Artemis from the Makeup Geek and Manny palette to pop in the inner corners. I bet you're wondering, who is this person and what have you done with Alicia, but it's still me. Like I said before, I did want this to be a more dramatic look, so I am doing a wing liner today, and I am using the Maybelline Line Stiletto. And I mentioned this earlier, I am using my favorite mascara, the Tarte Lash Paint. And today for lashes, I am using House of Lashes Boudoir, which are some of my all-time favorites. I love them. So can we just take a minute to celebrate the fact that I am finally in the viewfinder when doing my lipstick? But I wanted to do a nude since my eyes are kind of dramatic, and I am using an Urban Decay Comfort Matte in the shade Stark Naked. And that will complete the look. I hope that y'all enjoyed. I think this is such a fun holiday look, and I hope that y'all think so as well. So if you liked this look, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Not only does it tell me that you liked it, but it also helps other people see my videos too, so I would really appreciate it. And I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I make new videos every week, and it notifies you whenever a new video goes live. And I don't have anything else to say except happy holidays. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye y'all.